Yo, what is good, guys? God bless you all. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. It is Wednesday, January 28th. Always takes me a second to think of the day. And yeah, we took a small loss today, 225, negative 225 times three. So about a $675 losing day. Um, Completely okay with it. We managed our risk very well. Two micros with a decent amount of volatility. We have FOMC later. We have big tech earnings later. Really just a messy day. And let's explain why. Um, Right here, we got as close as about 50 points away from all-time highs, new all-time highs on NQ. Crazy. We left behind a 4-hour gap here. We got a 4-hour gap here. We got the MA8 coming up. I mean, it just goes on. You got the hourly. You got a gap up here. Um, yeah, I mean, there's just a lot going on. You got this Asia low. Watch when I show you this, guys. The Asia low on NQ that we're now heading towards, which was my target. Look at ES, bro. It's not even close. It swept it at 7 o'clock. Just a very odd day, in my opinion. Very, very odd. And again, there's a lot to go on later in the day. It looks like our draw is finally going to hit. Um, Took a while, right? Took to about 10:35 here and three or four fails to finally take out this draw. We were one of the fails. We were one of the earlier fails, looking to just zoom towards that draw, take out this low, tap into the bottom of that 4-hour gap as well as the other 4-hour gap. So tap into one we already were in, and tap into a new one, and then go higher, and then see us take London high. That was the plan. But it's just a day where the points are moving, but delivery wise, it's just messy. And it makes complete sense. So let's at least dive into it and break down why everything went how it went. Here we are, show you guys my execution. So you can see this trend line liquidity. We put in this higher low here, and this is what really fried us. Obviously, we had to put in this higher low because I wanted to see us manipulate here. So that was kind of part of the plan. So you can see right here, we have a very, very, very nice 2-minute inverse. You can also see right here, we have a 1-minute inverse. We have a 1-minute gap. The EMA is crossed under the VWAP. So a lot of boxes were checked here. And again, the only issue is we're trading into higher time frame gaps. All I was looking for, 1 hour, 4 hour, 1 hour, we were already pretty deep through that. I was looking for that 4 hour one. What we're trying to do right now, I was just looking for manipulation to the bottom of that 4 hour. Just barely tap into it, take out Asia low, go back higher to London high. I've taken the setup a few times where there's stacked 4 hour gaps, and that's what I've looked for. That's what I've worked on, and I've hit them. But of course, that's that's trading, guys. You're not going to win every single trade. That's just how it goes sometimes. But yeah, I honestly still think we took a good trade, and you can see our stop. I guess looking back on it now, definitely should have been. Although this would have been like a 1-to-1 over 54 points, it would have been gross. I just risked to this last high of this area because we had all of this volume. I knew this was a volume area where volume was stacking, so pretty important area to me. Even if I went to this last actually recent high, which probably was the better idea, we still would be in this trade, and we would be very close to hitting TP as we speak. Looks like we might actually just hit it right now. I think we would have just tapped it there. We would have hit TP. So definitely just a missed execution on my part. And then I got it re-entered this actually on a combine with probably what the appropriate sizing would be here. A few points higher entry, so you get a better entry here. EMA is crossed under the VWAP again. 5-minute, 2-minute, just a little ugly on the 5-minute, but the 2-minute confirms it really well. 2-minute gap here, EMA cross, and then you get that. So we did hit that on the combine. As you guys can see. But yeah, definitely a little bit of just a messy scenario there. I think our draw on liquidity was obviously very perfect, very clear. We eventually took this out. Again, we re-entered at 10:02, and we're now hitting it at 10:35. So I feel like that says enough. But yeah, I mean, that's the day. Small loss, managed our risk well. You learn from it. Go and hit the journal right after the trade recap. And that's all you can do, guys, when you lose. I mean, you have to get better. You can't just sulk and hate the losses, right? Of course, nobody likes to lose, but you have to want to get better from it. That's the only way you're going to become a better trader. But yeah, that's the trade recap. I hope that makes sense. You got some confluences here on the screen as to why I took it. But yeah, make sure you guys are doing your in-depth journaling, keeping up with all that. And yeah, appreciate you guys for watching. I hope you learned something here, of course, and God bless. Peace.